I give thanks to Mother, Father, God for bringing us all together as we support each other in the knowing that we are directed and supported through the love and power of God. And so I want to say welcome to everybody to Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. I want to thank Ulla for being here with us today. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited. I can't tell you. Um, so I would like to then read the statement of intent. And we are fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. By using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church where we can worship the God of our own understanding, a place to experience joy and be uplifted, a place where we can gain strength and inspiration to share with all we meet throughout the week. We invite you to join us in the celebration of life to nourish your spirit and enjoy the company of kindred souls. So next, first I'm going to ask, is there any announcements anybody would have before you mute yourselves? Anybody want to add anything, say anything? Prayer requests for anybody? I know Jean, you mentioned, no, Phyllis, it was that you mentioned about your sister.
My sister Judith in North Wisconsin, who is fully vaccinated but now has COVID. So we're grateful that she's vaccinated since she's been exposed, and her journey will be swifter than most. So that's good.
What's her first name? What's her first name?
Hi, Jill.
Judith.
Judith. Okay, Judith, but she's in our prayer list too.
Yeah,
Judith.
thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Are there any other requests, prayer requests
Judith.
from anybody? Hey, Jill, how are you doing?
Yeah, I would love prayers.
Okay, I will mention that.
Yeah, I need help with pain.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh,
Write that down.
Judith
well,
and Jill.
very glad you're with us, Jill.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm with you too.
Yes. Yes. So,
She'll be
okay.
with you. She's got pain in her
Well, she had pelvic
thing. Yeah.
my pelvic area.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Right.
Prayers for you, Jill. Prayers.
With you, Jill.
Come on. Thank you.
Anybody else right now? Otherwise, I'll just go ahead with the principles. And yeah, and so, and if you'd like to mute yourselves now, then we fine. Okay, we believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We believe in our universal connection in spirit and that there is communication between the spiritual and physical worlds. And we believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, whatsoever you would that others do unto you, do we also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul here or hereafter. We affirm the precepts of prophecy and healing are the divine attributes contained in all sacred texts. I want to say amen. So, okay, Ulla, I want to welcome you. I'm going to mute myself, so, thank you for being here again.
So much. Let's just take a moment to tune into our heart space and soften. I thought that I unmuted myself. Can you hear me now? Yes. Let's just take a moment to tune into our heart space and soften our hearts so that we can expand into the truth that we are. And to do that, let's feel under our feet the energy of the Earth Mother. And let's breathe in as the earth, that beautiful, grounding, nurturing energy of the earth. And remember that every step we take, the earth receives us. Every step we take, the earth gives us energy, nurtures us, and receives us exactly as we are. Allow the earth to give you what you need at this moment. Breathe in the beautiful, powerful, supporting energy, grounding energy of the earth. We are part of that beautiful grounding energy. And allow it to circulate in your energy system, opening your heart further, expanding your heart further, so that you can be fully that beautiful being of light walking on this earth, fulfilling your purpose and meaning at this time. And at the same time, imagine beautiful light, powerful light, blessing light of the universe coming down from the center of the universe, blessing you like a mist of light. It rains down with sparkles of light. Allow it to tickle you, maybe wiggle your body a little bit, and allow it to just spark every atom, every photon, every space in your energy field, clearing, cleansing, optimizing, energizing your system, bringing what you need at this time on the level of the highest healing light. And breathe in that light and allow it to circle in your energy system.
You can't even hear it.
You cannot hear me? Allow it to bring you what you need at this time. And allow yourself to be part of the flow of life itself. Allow yourself to bring all the parts of you into this now moment where everything is, where what you need is. Breathe in the light and the blessing of the universe and imagine that it brings healing and comfort into any part of your beingness, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, etheric, karmic, incarnational, any level of consciousness to be soothed and healed and cleansed and cleared and optimized. Allow this energy flow to bring you into the heart of hearts, into the heart of your own truth and your own light. And now, if you will, close your eyes if you haven't already, and begin imagining yourself in your highest light, in your highest vision. What does that mean to you? Your highest vision. Imagine yourself at peace. Imagine yourself at ease. Imagine yourself filled with light and lightness. Imagine yourself radiantly healthy, strong, beautiful, tall, whatever that highest light and highest vision means to you. Imagine it not only with your mind, but with feeling. Every cell of your body being programmed with that vision. Breathe in the energy of the earth. Breathe in the energy of the universe and expand that vision and the feeling of it, the vibration of it. Imagine yourself absolutely happy, accepting yourself as you are, loving yourself as you are, fulfilling your path right here, right now, exactly as you are. And now take a moment as you expand in that light and in that vision of the highest light. Anyone in your life that you want to extend your blessing, see them in their highest light. See them in radiant health, in peace, in joy, lightness. See them fulfilling their path and purpose, whatever that means. Just expand your vision of them in light and hold that vision. Commit to that vision, both for yourself and for anyone in your life. You can have a group of people in front of you and seeing everyone in their highest light. And if you feel really generous, allow that to expand into as far as you want, into where you are, into your town, into your state, into the whole world, if you will, into the whole universe, if you will. But if you feel that you need it for yourself, really allow the whole energy to go to you or to your loved one. And breathe in the energy of the earth. Breathe in the sparkling light of the universe, the highest healing light of the universe. See yourself tall, feel yourself tall, grow yourself tall, spine lengthening, back widening. Allow your whole being to smile. You can choose to shift your state of being at any time by doing this, breathing in the earth and breathing in the heavens and expanding in your heart space and seeing yourself in your highest light. And when you shift, the world shifts. And the kind universe always says yes to you. So that is the topic today that I wanted to play with you. And I want to expand this now into asking you, what is it that you would choose today, the universe to say yes to? And to extend the meditation a little bit, I'm going to play my flute, and I want you to allow the sound of the flute to comfort you, to bring you what you need, or for you to set your intention for today and for the next step for yourself. So invite your next step. What are you saying yes to, so that the universe can say yes to exactly that? What are you willing to shift right here today, so that the world can shift accordingly? So allow now my intention to be that you will receive what you need today from this gathering, from the support of all these beautiful souls that have gathered here and all the beautiful souls that are with us either in this life or in spirit. So Namare ish ish imawane ke mawayana amawane I amaru imawake kamakateti marararara mawanere mawayeke. Allow a deep, loving breath into your whole being. And if you will, stretch your body a little bit and maybe shake it so that you can just let go of what doesn't serve you and you can become the beautiful instrument that you really are, the flute through which the infinite plays. So beautiful people, make some sounds and allow your body to be freed in this moment, so that any stories that you have stored in the body can go. Yes, 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 yes. Good. And breathe and use the whole entire incredible intelligence and miraculous powers that you have. I love saying that the universe always says yes, because the way how I have learned to look at things is that the vibration that we offer is then met by the higher consciousness of the universe that meets us on that level. So let's today play with the universe in that sense that we can let go of any limiting stories and shift them so that we can come to a place of clarity and a place where we can actually choose to be who we came here to be. And we are all here now, big enough boys and girls, that we can actually call our own shots. And let's have that courage to really, truly, today, choose something that you might not have chosen before. You are all beautiful, wise beings, and you've been on this spiritual path for a long time. Many of you are healers. We all need to say yes, and you, always, every time, every day. So when we see something in the world that we want to change, we can do that as an inside job, to be part of the solution, to be part of finding where we can change and shift so that we can be the key to the change. And then the universe says yes to that. So I would like to now ask you, anybody who wants to just open your mic and say, what are we saying yes to today? Just please be with me here. What are we saying yes to today? What are you choosing today? Just open your mic and say. We'll take turns.
Feel free. I just turned it on.
Yes, you did. Whoever said that you turned it on. What are we saying yes to? I want to hear you also so that I don't feel so alone here talking.
I would like inner peace.
Inner peace. I love that. So let's all say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. What are we saying yes to?
Your peace.
Peace. We're saying yes to more peace. That's powerful.
Yes.
Okay, so what is in the way of that peace? Or is there anything in the way of that peace?
A sense of powerlessness.
Sense of powerlessness. I love that. Thank you. Okay, what are we saying yes to other than peace?
Perfect health.
Perfect health. I love that. So that we can learn today to actually choose health and
Yeah.
choose peace,
Yeah.
and not to be victims of any stories, and not to feel powerless. I love that. Okay, anybody else?
Right thinking.
Right thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that means to any of us, right? Because that can also be very much based on your truth, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Beautiful people. What else?
Yeah. And again, light, compassion, and love for the spirit
Absolutely.
that you
light, compassion, and love. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Good. Anything else?
Living in the moment, in the
Oh,
breath.
yes. That's where it all begins. That's where it all begins. Yes. What else?
Seeing everyone as love.
Oh, yes. And as we know, see ourselves also as love, to be able to see with the eyes of love. Yes, absolutely. What else? This is
Keeping
good.
my
This
heart
is good.
open.
Keeping your heart open. Yes. And what was it Michael who said that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What 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 is in the way of keeping it open?
Fear.
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 Yeah. Beautiful. Anything else?
Staying awake.
Yeah, if you Carol, say it one more time.
To stay awake each moment. Fully awake.
Stay awake each moment. This is good. I love this because this is giving us juice to really actually work. Not just me blah blahing here, but doing some actual energy shifts here today. Because, as my topic says, when you shift, the world shifts. And today, something powerful is going to happen, and they are going to measure some like powerful radiation because we are going to shift together. Yes. Anybody else wants to say something before we mute again?
Recalling who we are.
Recalling who we are. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. And all of these things that you have said and mentioned, they are all already there. It's just often we go into stories where we condition our otherwise, right? Good. Anything else? Denise, do you want to say something?
No.
No. Who doesn't want to say anything can maybe then mute their phones so that we can have a clear space. Anybody who wants to say something? I mean, mute your computers, mute yourselves. Anybody else wants to say something?
I'll say one other thing that I need to be reminded of to ground is that I have the capacity to resonate with the natural rhythms and the elements and the elementals, and that sometimes if I'm inside too much or working too much, or especially on a screen, I lose track of that truth, and I want to be and need to be reminded to
Yeah.
resonate with the elementals.
What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa. And what's your friend's name?
Darlene,
another-
hi. Hi,
Darling.
Ulla.
Oh, hello. Hi. Okay, because it says L Sari there, so I wasn't sure like who's talking. So Lisa, you need to be reminded by whom? By Darlene. Yeah, we all know the answer to that, right? It's it's right
See,
this person who needs to be reminded. So would we all let please mute yourself so that we can have a clear space. I will ask some questions more when we move along. Would you all be willing to today commit to being present here and now and asking yourselves, what do I need? And what do I want to shift? What do I need to shift so that I can have what I need right here, right now, and that it doesn't depend on anything outside of me? It doesn't depend on world changing or Darlene changing for Lisa to remember. But that it actually is up to each one of us to make that commitment. And it's actually that easy. I commit to being present so that I can come to a place of clarity, clear myself of any limiting story, any limiting conditioning, any limiting judgment, any limiting pattern or belief. We have amazing system, and this is a lot of this is reminding you of what you already know, but we need this reminding until we are the masters of our own universe fully and completely. I need the reminding too. I'm reminding myself as I speak, is that our miraculous brain and heart coherence programs our life to have the experiences through the feelings, through the thoughts that we feed it. So our dominant story is captured by our reticular activating system and our frontal lobe of our brain, and it goes into action to bring proof for us for our dominant story. And this is powerful because that means that when you shift your story, your whole reality changes. And then not only do you program your own brain and body to create the reality, but you also signal the universe that says yes to you. The universe is love. The universe just is. It's a neutral space that doesn't say, oh, we do this because they are bad people. It doesn't judge. There are no conditions. The universe is love. God is love. Goddess is love. Love is love, and love loves. It doesn't judge. It doesn't separate. It unifies. And so when we learn to see that our experience is orchestrated by our dominant story, our interpretation of what's going on, we can go in and tune our interpretation. And so, for example, what is in the way of inner peace is the feeling of powerlessness. So, how do you meet that powerlessness and tend to it and shift its story into empowerment, into nurturing, into caring? So know yourself. What do you need? Ask yourself, what do I need? Right this moment, what do you need? Do you need nurturing and caring and healing? Or do you need ass kicking? Can I say that in a recording? Do you need, action and empowerment? Do you need like, oh, oomph, I'm gonna do this no matter what? Do you need the Finnish, sisu, as we say, that goes through, even a stone? So know yourself, because sometimes we need inspiration, we need energizing. Sometimes we need rest and we need nurturing. What do you need? And do not go by what you think you should need. Do not try to nurture yourself if you need to inspire yourself and energize yourself. Do not try to energize yourself unless you are fully ready to move and you have the focus and energy for that. Does that make sense to you? Not if it does. And it's simple. It's really simple. But we complicate it by thinking that we need something that is somewhere there, but it's all here and you have it. You have it now. So think, what do you choose when you Start seeing yourself and practice seeing yourself every day in your highest vision. Not in your old story and not in the conditioning, not in the story of the world where there's a lot of disempowerment, but in the story of your highest vision. What do you choose into that? I am often asked, how can I help someone? You know, Phyllis, your sister is sick with COVID now. You can support her and anybody else who has somebody in your life who needs support in any way by not going into worry and into like, oh my God, what's going to happen? But train yourself to elevate yourself into being a steady light. Okay, that said, it doesn't mean that we are necessarily able to change the course of things, or that nothing hard or devastating ever happens to us. But it means that we have an inner peace, like you said. We have an inner peace to meet, come what may. And we are not thrown by that, but we are fully in love at any given time. Choose to be in love, not in the romantic love, but in the love of the truth of your heart. I choose love. I choose to be love in action. I choose to see with the eyes of love. I choose to shift anything and everything that is less than love in my life. And how you do that, how you remind yourself, like Lisa needs to remind herself to be in touch with the earth, with the natural world, to remember who she is in truth. I bet that many of us can use that same route to be connecting and grounding with nature, because nature allows us to recalibrate our brain so that we can more use our creative brain and not the animal brain. When we are stressed out for whatever reason, when we feel powerless for whatever reason, we use our animal brain, and it doesn't come with good solutions. It's the fight or flight or freeze type of brain, and it creates a lot of havoc in our system by generating all kind of chemical stuff that is not good for our health or well-being or our vibration. It is all connected. We are vibrational being in this physical body that is also vibration. And by programming and reprogramming our brain, we program our body and we program our channel and vessel to then be able to elevate our vision of ourselves, of each other, and the world. And we are always supported, and we are always empowered if we choose it, and if we choose to see with the eyes of love. And like Phyllis said, to be present in the now moment, to be present here and now, that's where it all begins. And let me remind you, because we might have done this together in person already in Duluth, but let me remind you how you can actually train yourself and remind yourself to be present is to use your physical senses, to smell things, to touch things, to touch yourself, just like hug yourself right now, like really feel yourself, tap yourself, like, hello, here I am. Oh, oh, oh. And you can actually tap yourself a little bit all over, you know, with your Carol, I took it from you, but you can tap just anywhere so that you awaken your body. And you can use sounds like to remind yourself that here is your moment of shift. Here is your choice point. Only here. So where are you if you are not in the present moment? Where are you? You are in the future. You are in the past. You are, worrying about something. You are in a story. You are in a story. And you don't have any power when you are in a story. You might be also in a victim story of some kind that tells you you have no power. You might be in a maybe projection story where you blame something outside of you and you feel powerless. You project your story into something that you have no way of affecting, political situation, COVID, the regulations, masks, whatever it is that you might choose to focus so that you don't have to focus in yourself. But here in you are all the answers. Here, when you flow with the universe and with the earth and your own heart space, here is the clarity. Here is the choice point. Here you can choose to shift your thoughts and your feelings, your state of being, to reflect your highest vision. So only in the now can you really make that choice. Only in the now can you change and shift and transform and heal. Only in the now. And you can always make some sounds. You can bite an apple. You can do something that maybe even rub your hands together and feel your own energy. Put your hands in the fist and say yes to yourself, so that you remember that it's right here, physically here, where you can be creative and create infinity. Because in the now, in the infinite now, is everything. Time stops. There's no time. It's the time space. And there is no fear in that, because you choose love and you keep choosing love. So when there is something that is really limiting, you can do something simple like change your physiology. Go for a walk. Feel the ground. Breathe deeply. Stand tall. Shake your body. Snap out of it. Do you remember that? Snap out of it. You snap your fingers and then you move out of that space. So that you retrain your brain. You stop your brain for a moment so that you have a new choice point, and you choose. You choose consciously. So instead of hoping and wishing and even praying, you choose it. What if your prayer was, I choose to be love in action? What if your prayer was, I choose to be healing light in action? What if your prayer was, I choose to lovingly shift any part of my story that limits me? I choose lovingly to nurture and care for any parts of me that feel vulnerable, that feel scared, that feel powerless. I choose lovingly to integrate those parts into love, into oneness, into the light of the universe, into acceptance. I accept myself as I am. I choose to accept myself exactly as I am. I choose to love myself deeply and completely as I am. Doesn't that feel good if you just say, I choose to love myself? I choose to love myself not after I have fixed things, but I do to love myself exactly as I am. I choose to play with the universe in a way that lifts me up and lightens my energy so that I can be lighter and my frequency and my vibration raises, so that then I can have my matrix of possibility expanding. I choose to do small little things. So, for example, in the morning, whatever you drink in the morning, I drink my coffee. My coffee is my ritual in the morning. So, also a glass of water with the coffee. But both of them, I make a little ritual out of them. So you too, tomorrow morning, you can do this today even. You don't have to wait till tomorrow morning. But any time, take what you drink, bless that drink, and have that be the elixir of love, the elixir of magic, miracles, peace. And intend that water, intend that coffee to be your miracle drink. Program these little anchoring points, reminders into your everyday life. So then you don't have to have Darlene to remind yourself of stuff. You program them into your everyday moments. And when you shower yourself, make that a cleansing practice, make that a cleansing meditation. I'm coming up with these very practical things because sometimes we think that spirituality is somehow like outside of our life, but we are now being called to expand our light and to expand together in consciousness and to shift together and transform together and heal together. And it doesn't have to be hard. What if it was easy? What if you chose it to be easy and light? Follow light and lightness. Because whatever makes you feel lighter raises your vibration. And then when your vibration raises, the universe says yes to that. And then that expands the light in the world. So oftentimes we spend our moment in resisting something or not wanting something or fearing something. We don't want this, whatever this is, or we are fearing it and we don't want to have it in our lives. But that creates a hook in the energetics of the universe, in that higher consciousness. So the universe says yes to you, and it says, all right, dear one, so that you can keep not wanting it, here is more of it. Can you see how that is a trap? And it's just so simple when we see it. And we see that, okay, instead of not wanting this, we move towards what we actually truly want. We say yes to peace. We say yes to healing. We say yes to wisdom. We say yes to love. We say yes to being present here and now, instead of not wanting sickness, not wanting the virus, not wanting, whatever it is that we don't want or we fear because of this situation and not having maybe enough work or whatever that is going on in our lives. Instead of putting our effort of trying to fix that, we shift our focus into seeing what's on the other side. What are we saying yes to rather than what are we saying no to? Say yes to what you want to bring forward and manifest and heal and create and celebrate. Say yes to yourself. say yes to health. Choose it, be it, live it, commit to it. So choice is one thing, and then commitment follows. Commitment means that you are committed to holding that vision every day without wavering, without doubting, allowing yourself to fully embody with courage, with love, with joy, the highest vision that you have for yourself and for others and for the world. And when you shift, the world shifts. There's not too small a shift in your life that wouldn't make this world a better place. Trust yourself. Trust your guidance. You are all very connected. Really trust that guidance. Use that guidance. Now is the time to get out of any smallness, get out of any limitation, get out of any doubt. You are all really gifted people. Use your gift in small way, in big way, every way you possibly can. You are important. You really are important. I'm not just saying this as a pep talk. I really mean it. With the power vested on me by the universe, I hereby give you a permission to be great. To be great. None of that, oh no, not me, no, oh no. Yes, you, yes, 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 yes. So I would like to ask if you have any questions so that we can have a little deeper conversation before we finish.
If everyone could unmute now and we could chat and ask Ulla questions, share. We have to unmute to do that. Everyone's still muted. Nobody, there we go. Okay. Um, Ulla, I just want to thank you for the incredible reminders. You know, it's like I should know that everything. Why isn't it just easy to know that? But it's like you go through life and you learn, but these reminders are awesome and really go forward now again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And really, I mean,
Yes.
it's easy and it's simple, and I really just invite you now all to play. It's also not necessarily so serious in that kind of heavy way. It's light, and so just play. I always say play with the universe. Play like a child would play, because that raises your vibration and that brings you to that space where you can actually then choose.
Yes.
I would like to ask whether Carol has a painting for us today. She often draws or paints while the speaker is offering a message. Do you have anything today, Carol?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm just vibrating with all this that just went on. I love you, Ulla. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. So yeah, here's something that I did.
Ooh,
Ah.
nice.
Oh, I like that.
Beautiful.
uh, I just wish I could talk with you forever and hold you and
Can you show it one
kiss
more
you
time?
all over the place. I'm so happy to see you and your meditation, the music, and I want to know more about what you're up to. What are you choosing that Finland maybe has? That's where you are, right?
Mom.
No, not Finland. You're in
Finland.
yeah.
Yes.
Is there something in your life? I want to know more about what's going on with you, and I'll narrow it to what's going on in your little community there with you. What are you choosing? I'm choosing a lot of
Well,
gardening. I'll shut up now and let you
A
talk.
lot of time.
I my time here came by accident. Can you still hear me? I'm a little bit freezing in my screen. Do you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Um, I was going to go back to Peru last year, but then COVID happened and the borders were closed. I was here to help my mom to move to a nursing home, and I'm still here. And so then I decided to just make it official and move my business here. And I've taken this time now to choose to really focus on my purpose on this planet. And I'm creating meditation, and I'm doing a lot of healing work with people and coaching work with people, and I really love it. And I have my Wise Woman company now here in Finland, and hopefully can go to my home in Peru at some moment again. And I'm going for a walk with my mom every day. I have certain time of the day that I'm not bookable, and I love that. I really love being there for her at this moment, and it's really precious for me because there's so much love. She's teaching me so much of that presence and love to be with her, to be present with her, and watch the watch nature. In all 4 seasons, we go to this park nearby by the lake. And so, yeah, this is very precious time for me. And I realized it doesn't matter where I am physically on the planet, I can be connecting with the world. And I just counted that in my events via Zoom, and in my coachings, I have had like people from 60 different countries. And I really love that. United Nations.
Thank you, Ulla.
So right, and I wrote a book. Can I advertise? I have my book, Signs of the Universe: A Practical Guide to Shift Your Story.
Oh,
That
nice.
is available.
Do you ship it from Finland, or can we get it on Amazon or a local bookseller?
It's actually on Amazon. It's on
Okay.
Amazon worldwide. I published it in Amazon and Ingram Sparks, which also delivers it to some bookstores. But usually bookstores have to order it. But Amazon, definitely, you can get it. Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
Well, I'm just so glad that Carol connected with you again, Ulla, because it's been so long since we've had a chance to see and talk with you. Way back when Gene Captain and I encountered you and brought you to the church God, I don't know, that must be 15 years ago, I think, or I don't know, a long time ago.
More.
At least years
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
More. Yeah, because I've been to Peru already, like more than 10 years.
Hmm.
And when I came to Duluth, I was still in New York. So yeah, it was a long time ago. And I
Yeah,
really
you came here to learn how to play the cantala, if I remember. That's what brought you here, right?
no.
Oh,
I came there to actually. My first appearance was to do a concert in what hall was it? It was a university hall.
you at UND,
It's Weber.
at
Weber
Weber,
Hall.
yeah. That's where Gene and I saw you.
Yeah. That was because I knew Jerry Henkel. That's why you are thinking of Kantele.
Yeah,
Because I was Jerry from some FinFest. And
okay.
so his idea was to bring me to Duluth, and the rest is history.
Kiitos.
Other questions, comments?
Well, My question is, I am really struggling because of the folks living with me right now to try and let go of lots of judgments from the past and stay on the present moment. And I'm not doing very well most of the time.
First of all, be gentle with yourself and be merciful with yourself with that, that, okay, I'm doing a, not such a great job. It's okay. But then see gently also kind of have a conversation between you, your wise woman, you, and then also those parts of you who feel the need to judge and is tired of it all and is frustrated, and then have the wise woman kind of lead a kind of mediation within yourself and maybe suggest something how you could in a gentle way to maybe little by little improve how you feel about it, because when you project it onto them, you feel more powerless and you feel more frustrated. But when you actually allow yourself a little break from it and say, this sucks and I don't know what to do with this, I hate this situation, just be kind of honest with it, but then also say, but I'm not going to allow this to poison myself. So what do I need to be able to be at peace with this and maybe find a solution with clarity, not with, frustration and judgment, but with clarity. And are you familiar with EFT tapping?
I'm familiar with it, but I haven't practiced it really.
I think that the tapping would be really good one to allow you to kind of let it out of your system. I love the tapping because it really allows space for that frustration. You can say how you feel and not try to kind of spiritually make it sound nice and understanding while you're boiling inside. You can actually say it and keep tapping the points and say this sucks and I don't know what to do and I hate them, I don't want this situation and it's all their fault. You can be kind of like really to the extreme. Your mind will say, well, it's not quite that bad, or I can't say that. But when you do the tapping, you purge it out of your system. So you can, because it's important that we allow those feelings also. But then you don't leave it from there. The tapping begins by saying, even though I feel really frustrated and I feel really judgmental, I choose to love myself and accept myself exactly as I am. And that's the beginning point. That's the kind of the wisdom there. And then you go and purge and go through the tapping points. And then you release that and then you begin to say, oh, even though I still feel a little judgmental here, I'm choosing to love myself and accept myself. And then you go to the tapping point. Well, perhaps I could find a better solution. What if I just looked at this peacefully? What if I just found my inner wisdom and was good to myself first so that I wouldn't be so tired here all the time? Yeah, but I am tired. I'm sick and tired of this situation. Yeah, but you will, so that you will start kind of easing it out and then coming and programming through the tapping, a better solution for that. I'm mentioning the tapping for all of you because it's one of those tools that I love teaching, all of my clients. It's also in my book. Chapter 7 is about tapping, and you will get
Yeah,
enough
right.
from my book. Little advertisement. But I chose to actually include the tapping as one technique in the book that everybody can do, and they don't necessarily need a practitioner to do it with. You can do it on your own, and you can't really, do harm with it, but it's really effective. It is, of course, good if you do it. Also, YouTube, check out like frustration or being judgmental. There are a lot of tapping people also out there. You might find some of them fantastic and some of them irritating. Find the one that you find fantastic. Because because otherwise you have to tap on the irritating one afterwards.
Thank you.
Self-fulfilling.
Yeah, yeah. But first kind of accept yourself and acknowledge yourself and acknowledge that it's good to. I used to do in New York when I did in-person sessions. I used to do this kind of tantrum session with my clients in a studio where it was soundproof and everything, and I called that fuck shit therapy because I
Okay.
I apologize. if I'm
Fuck
offending
shit.
anybody. But it was so that you could have a tantrum and just swear and just kind of kick and scream and say I hate you, and then little by little I wouldn't let them off the hook that easy. I would say go on, more, until they were like exhausted, and then we started building into kind of getting it out of the system and then building into a gentler space because you don't want it to be in your system. A more sophisticated version is the EFT, where you still can say really things that you wouldn't otherwise say. So I recommend it. Check it out. It actually really works.
That's a really good explanation.
Mhm.
Anybody else? I love that.
Yes, I just want to say how wonderful it is to see you and be with you. And your message today was perfectly timed. So thank you, Ulla, and bless you.
Thank you so much. I'm happy, and I'm so happy to see all of you beautiful people and have the Duluth vibe with me a bit.
Okay. All right, any other comments or questions? This is the time, ladies and gentlemen.
I was excited about you being here too, and I loved your message, and it really rang with a lot of the things that I feel about and do myself. But we all fall down along the way, and we need to be reminded to pick it up, pick up the level, and do the work. So thank you.
So the
Thank you,
word
Ulla.
say-
He talks your paleo.
He does. Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? Jerry, you're muted if you're going to say something.
Okay, now.
Say something.
Thank you. Thank you for the spirit that we all are together, and yet individualized. We're our own spirit, and so you helped us let go and helped us do something for ourselves. But I just thank you for everything you are, and for all of us together as spirits gathered in the highest good. Thank you. Thank you.
Good.
The community. I'm just so in love with you, and I will definitely send good vibes your way, all of your way. Just remember that it's all here. It's not out there. You don't have to seek it. Just
Yes.
discover it here. It's like enough of seeking. Now it's time to discover. We tend to be like eternal seekers. But let's start discovering here and now.
Okay. Thank you. Well, then we'll continue on. I would just like to say thank you to everyone for your offerings to the church for, they're every day checking the mailbox. And I appreciate, I'm so grateful for all the gifts from all of you. So feel free to continue to, send your gifts to the church, 1414 East 9th Street, Duluth 55805. And it won't be, probably within a month we'll be there, hopefully. Get back to normal. It's coming. I see it happening. So that's all good. So, yeah. So now I'd like to say the church affirmation. We totally accept the belief that God is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church. And we know that as our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation join in harmony with the thoughts of all the members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership to our spiritual community. We are so grateful. Amen. So I have a benediction here. We usually say, unless you would like to do the benediction, Ulla, I can say our unity one.
Please say the unity one. I want to be also.
Okay, this
Thank
is
you.
it. It's called The Light of God Surrounds Us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And we are grateful. Amen. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Ulla, for being with us. With much, much gratitude. Yay. So, all right. Okay, everybody. What can I say until next week? I'm not sure what's happening. It's Father's Day. And my kids will be here from California, and I'm not sure, hey, Lisa, if you could take over next Sunday. My vice president in action. Yay. I'm not sure how it would work with a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. Grandma, will you go out of the room? I'm not having a meeting. We'll discuss this. I can't believe how fast time is going. Okay. I want to thank you all. Oops, this is being recorded. Thank you all for
Thank
being
you very
here.
much. Bye all.
See you all next
See you
week.
all and Ulla. Bye.
I want to add, I want to be very forward about this, Ulla. And I just wonder if we could just hear a couple minutes of you playing some more and then we can close, or no? Is that, are you
Yeah.
played out?
If
Do you have
anybody
time?
go before, let's. Was the sound okay when I played?
Perfect. Yes. Give us more.
Because I pressed the magic button. So,
Okay, so
so
we should mute though. We should all mute probably.
yes, please mute, and I'm just intending this to be a wise woman, wise man blessing, ancestral blessing of all those spirits that are with us, blessing of the support from the invisible, so that you know that you are always supported no matter what here in the infinite now.
you, Ulla.
I didn't plan it to be Amazing Grace, but it wanted to come through. So here.
It was perfect. It just flowed and started, and I knew it was meant to be. I was like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you so much. So,
Beautiful, beautiful.
okay. Well,
Gracias.
everybody will end here. And Andrew, if you want to stop the recording and